playing a whole new army, and I've been used to playing DeathGuard for 5 years, comes with its own challenges because I've got a whole new army rule and I've got to choose a detachment rule, neither of which I've played before. So the army rule I get with Chaos Space Marines is Dark Packs, meaning that I can take a leadership test in the shooting phase or the fight phase, and if I pass it, I can choose lethal or sustained. Pretty awesome. If you fail it though, I'm going to take D3 mortal wounds, though I still get the ability, so it's kind of not too bad. Then for a detachment rule, I chose Renegade Raiders. Renegade Raiders giving me assault on all my Heretic Astartes units. Fantastically powerful, never had anything access to like this before in DeathGuard, so really looking forward to playing it. And then I also get extra AP to anything that's on an objective. Once again, pretty amazing ouch town situation for my enemy. A lot of my stuff in this army has got already some good AP, so can really kind of pile on the pressure, especially after I can advance and then assault, use that ability, and then do that. And there's even strats in there to do things like choose a unit and give it, there's certain units that can actually charge after making that assault move. So, move large distance, shoot, still charge, and then do a lot of damage on the attack. Yeah, looking forward to it. Let's see how that interacts with the list that I've chosen. Let's talk about characters. First up, we've got Abaddon, the closest thing I've got to a Primarch. He's got a 2-up, a 4-up. He's only T5, but he has got 9 wounds, which is really, really useful. He's got a 4-shot bolter on the Talon, a 4-shot heavy bolter, should I say, on the Talon of Horus. And in melee, he really hits like a truck. He's got 8 attacks, hits on 2s, strength 14, AP 4, flat 3 damage on Dracnian. Or we've got the Talon of Horus, which has got 14 attacks, still hits on 2s, AP 3, but single damage. Really, really nice. I also really love his War Master ability. I played reroll 1s to everything within 6, Heretic Astartes units that is, all the way through this, and I attached them to 5 Terminators for this game. The Warpsmith I put on the table so I could sandwich him kind of between 2 vehicles. That was the Forge Fiend and the Vindicator. So he got blown up by being within 3 of those. In my command phase, he could repair one of the vehicles, which, taking Dark Packs and potentially mortal wounding myself, was felt like a good idea. He could then repair that vehicle for up to D3 and only 1 vehicle, and that vehicle then also got +1 to hit afterwards. So a really good combination of things there. And then finally, the Lord Discordant. This was, I think, maybe my favourite unit that I played with. Super fast, 14-inch move. I gave him an enhancement for Scout 6. He has got flat 3 damage attacks in melee with his kind of halberd. Then he's got some extra attacks which are 2 damage, and more extra attacks which are 2 damage. Really, really liked him. He can also give out mortal wounds to a vehicle within 12 on a 2-up. I think it's D3. On a 5 it is flat 3, and on 6 D3 +3. So really, really cool. Really love that ability. And also he can, just by picking a vehicle that he can see in the shooting phases, he can also give the rest of my army reroll 1s to wound. So that's my kind of character rollout. Let's get into the rest of the army. I took 2 × 10 cultists. In the CSM, I get to basically sticky an objective that I control in my command phase, so a nice throwback to my old DeathGuard abilities back before things all got changed up, and you could only do that in Virulent Vectorum. That means that I can start a unit on my home, sticky it, then push them out. I could also then have a unit kind of staged behind Mid-Ruin and use that to kind of put pressure onto the middle to try and kind of sticky another if I want to. Really nice cheap unit, great, 20 models, good for blocking, really, really like that. Then I've got 1×5 Legionnaires. Kit these guys out mostly with melee, literally there to have 2 AC each to be on 10, to jump into a Rhino, probably with some Havocs, and then just be there to kind of shield those guys in case any of my opponent gets close, and I can kind of throw the Legionnaires out and then let the Havocs shoot the stuff to death afterwards. 2 Rhinos. The workhorse of every kind of list that has the ability to use them. With that, I'm going to put a unit of Havocs in one, another unit of Havocs in another, to use firing deck 2 to either have 2 las cannons or autocannon fire. The 5 Legionnaires will go in one group with the other. Then I've got 5 Terminators kitted out with power fists. On the characters, I've got 1 with an autocannon, and then there's, I think the cursed weapons are on the other. They're going with Abaddon to give them a bit of shielding and just an extra bit of heft, so if I can get into the enemy, I've got a lot of 2-up, 4-up to just kind of chew up some incoming damage. The Vindicator, I wanted to have one of these in a DeathGuard list for ages. It is only a 24-inch range, but Demolisher Cannon is D6 plus 3, I think it's strength 14, AP 3, flat 3. If you can give that lethal or sustained with Dark Pacts, I mean, that's quite monstrous. I also took a Forge Fiend. The Forge Fiend has triple ectoplasm cannons, so 3d3 shots. You can give it, you know, sustained with Dark Pact. Once again, high strength, strength 10 I think, AP 3, flat 3, really good for killing elite infantry. So looking forward to having that bad boy on the table as well, with a Warpsmith kind of sat in between that and the Vindicator. Then 2 squads of Havocs, both identical, double las cannon, double auto cannon for the flat 3 damage, and then a character with a plasma gun and a chainsword. Then I took 6 Nurglings. The Nurglings were a just 70-point unit for 6, infiltrate, can stop my opponent scouting, can stop my opponent infiltrating near me, can then move, advance, and then kind of get into my opponent's face and move block them and keep them still, which is always really good. Obliterators, 2-up, 5-up, T7, 5 wounds each, really nice, deep strike, only a 4-inch move, but 3 different weapon profiles ranging from melter to do some really nice damage up close, to a kind of more anti-infantry shot, to a much wider shot, like a warp hail shot, D6 plus 3 shots, only single damage, only AP1, but maybe useful for picking up chaff. The good thing these guys have is that you can deep strike them in or rapid ingress them in behind a wall, and then use their once per battle ability to let them fire indirect. So you could just bring them in and then just kind of try and snipe out something through a wall. In melee, they're not too shabby either. Hit pretty hard with kind of metal fists. Really like this unit. I've been wanting to try it out for a while. So I've got a squad of 2 of those in the list. And finally, I took a Hellbrute with plasma cannon and a hammer. So once again, I can get Dark Pacts benefits from this, like with everything else. But he has a great ability, which everything within 6 of him, if it passes, does its Dark Pact, it gets lethal and sustained. So having the Hellbrute and Abaddon kind of near units can give me lethal and sustained and reroll all hits. Very, very cool. That worked pretty well into this. So also the hammer on the Hellbrute does a lot of damage and just could be useful to just send him into something to finish it off. The plasma cannon is hazardous, but it is flat 3 damage and it is blast, so also good into kind of a squad of elite infantry. Let's see how it went. So I deployed with Abaddon in the middle, big central ruin with the 5 Terminators, and I put a line of Chaos Cultists in front of him just to kind of shield him out. Behind him I had the Hellbrute, and I had the Lord Discordant just off to the side with Scout 6, so I could move it forward if I wanted to, but just move it back behind cover. I had a unit of another cultist on my home objective, just kind of chevroning the wall. So I had a bit of kind of balance and wall blocking there to make sure nothing came through. I had a Rhino with the Havocs and the Legionnaires in it behind them, so I could poke it out and use a 48-inch range on the autocannons and the las cannons to shoot out of the firing deck too. At the bottom of my deployment zone on the right-hand side, I had another Rhino that had another unit of Havocs in it, once again to poke out, get long-range shooting. I had the Forge Fiend over on the right-hand side behind the small ruin, and also a Vindicator just kind of inside the ruin, ready to poke out to shoot down the flanks. My goal here was playing against Emperor's Children, was that they had to get close to me, so I wanted to make sure that I could basically put as much firepower from distance on him as much as possible. I also deployed the Nurglings with an infiltrate right across the middle, slightly over to the right as well, to prevent his Rhino from scouting on the right hand side, so that I can then basically push them forward with a move, roll in advance, and hopefully get inside that big ruin and hold those noise marines that were in the middle and that Mauler Fiend a bit further back from coming forwards. Lucius and a unit as well were just kind of behind that wall, so though the Nurglings would definitely die, just wanted to throw them out there and keep that there. What I could then do is use the cultists that I will throw into the middle and then move up Abaddon next Using the strat that lets me kind of charge after an assault, I get to move Abaddon and his unit out, do an advance, and then basically charge through the wall with like a 3-inch charge. And then I can basically pen him in behind his central ruin. I also took Fixed in this game. I took Assassinate and Bring It Down. Whilst it wasn't going to score me like 99 points or anything like that, he did have 5 characters and he did have, I think, 14 points worth of Bring It Down. Things like Fulgrim being monster and character, 2 Demon Princes being monsters and characters, kind of really helped me on that front. So I thought doing that was a sensible way to start playing Iron Warriors and not worry about where I'm going to do actions and the such.
So that was Iron Warriors turn 1. The Vindicator here blew up a Demon Prince who was over there. Forge Fiend blew up a Rhino which was there. The Nurglings are just being annoying and just getting in the way. They're going to die, no doubt. The Havocs from this Rhino shot at the Rhino but didn't do anything to it. The Lord Discordant killed a Rhino over there that was damaged by fire from the Havocs inside that Rhino. And the Hellbrute killed some of the Infractors, I think, over there, and that was it. And now the Emperor's Children are coming forward quite speedily.